listening to the Sexy Escort Guide, discussing everything fascinating about the world of paid companionship. And now, here is your sexy host, Vivian Vendetti.
Happy holidays, my loves, and hello to all my beautiful hears. I haven't done that in a while. This is episode 126 of the Sexy Escort Guide podcast. I am your host, Vivian, and today's episode is both the final chapter of 2025 and the first official episode of season 6. 7 years in, and we're still here together because of you, the listeners, the supporters, and the women who make this niche little corner of the world feel like a true community. I am endlessly grateful for that. What do you think of the new podcast cover and the refreshed intro-outro? Chat helped me transform my photo into the cover art, and I put the finishing touches on the design in Photoshop. And believe it or not, the intro and outro were created in under 20 minutes using 11 labs. I guess AI can occasionally be good for us. Normally, I would have to send it in. All the other intros have been created via an artist through Fiverr, and it usually would take up to 2 weeks turnaround time. But with 11 labs, I can literally plug in my text and choose a tone of voice I want to use, and bada bing, bada boom, new intro. So thankful for that, for free 99, because no one is paying for the show. I have to get creative. Before we dive in, a quick reminder, I'm always looking for guest co-hosts. If there's a topic that you believe our industry needs to hear, do not hesitate to reach out. My email address is vivian@tsegp.com. And if you've ever dreamed of producing an episode of your own, I welcome that too. Send me your concept, and once I give you the green light, you can create your guest episode. Just send me the final edit, and I'll take care of the intro, outro, and sponsor placements. Again, my email address is vivian@tsegp.com. I look forward to collaborating with more of you in the year ahead. Now, on to today's show. We're diving into the reference system. Is it outdated, or is it simply misunderstood and in need of consistent protocols? This conversation was actually sparked by a viral tweet from our returning guest host, Miss Ellis Hendrix. You may remember her from episode 110. When I saw her tweet, I knew immediately that she needed to come back on the show, and we needed to talk about it and dissect it thoroughly. Ellis is a professional companion and lifestyle creator whose stance on declining references ignited an important dialogue about safety, boundaries, and modern vetting. Her approach is thoughtful, intentional, and deeply rooted in the well-being of both providers and clients. Today, she'll share why this perspective matters not just for her, but for the larger community.
But first, a word from our sponsor.
Today's episode is proudly sponsored by our Diamond Tier partner, Companion Tax and Accounting Services. If you've been tuning in, you've probably heard from the mastermind himself, the owner, Mr. Eric Palasek. This isn't just any tax firm, folks. It's a team that has got my full trust. Yes, they are the wizards I turn to for all things tax and bookkeeping services. Why? Because Companion Tax is tailor-made for us companions. They've been in business since 2011, setting the gold standard right out of South Florida. And guess what? They are licensed in all states. So whenever you're ready to elevate your financial plans and dive into the future with Companion Tax, head over to companiontax.com, fill out their quick new client form, and kickstart your financial success. Hello, Ellis. Welcome back to the show.
Hello, Vivian. How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you?
I'm great.
It's been like 2 years since you were last on the show, so please catch us up. What's new with you? What's happening?
Well, 2 years, it feels like a lifetime in my world.
I know.
I've spent that time really refining who I am, both personally and professionally. And I started to release and record more episodes of my own podcast, exclusively yours. And I only do that when I feel like it, because having a podcast, is
a lot of work.
I mean, if you don't have the sponsors either, that kind of sucks.
Yeah. I mean, we have our one OG sponsor. Shout out to Companion Tax. They've been hanging in there with us. We're rocking with them. They're rocking with us. But like, honestly, I feel like if we actually went out there and like hustled for those sponsorships, we could probably get something. I just don't have the time or energy.
I don't have the time or energy either. I mean, I travel almost weekly. So recently I took a trip to the Canary Islands for my latest photo shoot.
Oh, nice. I saw some of the stuff that you posted recently, right?
Yeah, it's the stuff I posted recently. That was an adventure in itself.
That's awesome. They look really good though.
Thank you, Vivian. And let's see. I've also become much more protective of my time and my energy. And I think it's just best to choose quality over quantity in every area. So it's been a good 2 years, but I feel more grounded and more confident and more aligned with what I want to build as Ellis moving forward. So that's what I've been up to.
That's awesome. Glad to hear it. We're still in there. We're still hanging in there because I feel like they keep trying to erase us from the interwebs, fuckers. But we're here. We're not going anywhere. It's the world's oldest profession for a reason. Are you into resolutions? Do you have any goals, plans for 2026?
Yeah, I do. And that was a really good question because I hadn't even thought about it until you asked me.
Oh, well, I'm glad I could help jumpstart your goals.
Year has gone by so quickly. I started to approach the resolutions differently though this year or the next year. Instead of forcing like big changes, I'm going to create space for the right things to come in 2026. The focus is on refinement, basically deepening creative work, the social media aspect of our marketing and our branding, curating a more streamlined life and saying yes to only what, it feels right. Like yes to the dates, yes to the clients, yes to all of that stuff. I want to expand into longer form travel experiences and elevate my brand storytelling and create a more balance between the private life and the public persona from what people see. I feel like that's important. I don't feel like enough people do that. So it's less about doing more and more about doing the things that you want to do with intention.
Exactly. Less is more. Personally, I'm not a resolutions girly, but I am a set small goals girly. And then I do like a visual vision board. I got this idea from this one girl in Palm Beach, but you make like a collage, but you frame it so it looks like art. And that's how I do my vision board. Like, I don't like write anything down. I just kind of place pictures based on what I'm trying to do. And then I put it into like a frame so it looks like art. People can walk by it and nobody has to ask you weird questions about your fucking vision board because I hate people in my business.
You can do that as a wallpaper on my cell phone. I might go back to that.
Oh yeah, I have it on my cell phone as well. My cell phones, because we're hosts. I have it on my cell phones as well, and then I have it like hanging up right next to my bedroom door. So when I get up in the morning, I walk past it every day, and when I'm going back to bed, same thing. So that's what I do as far as resolutions, if you want to call it that, but like a vision board. But I just set small goals because who has the time to be like you said, big lofty goals, and sometimes it gets overwhelming and then you end up just quitting before you even get started. So I like that idea of just refining, and we're forever refining in this business. So it is what it is. But, anyways, let's go ahead and jump right into this topic. Your posts went viral on September 27th, 2025. You posted this, and I'm going to quote you. Reference 101. Although I don't personally use the reference system, my elders taught me the proper way to request one. Let's discuss the reference system with everyone, including clients and companions. Here is a guide on how to ask for a reference. And then you also posted that you believe the reference system is outdated and indiscreet. But before we jump into your do's and don'ts, what inspired this tweet? Because I'm being nosy. If you want to share, but I'm being nosy.
See, I'm really glad that you asked that question, and I've been trying to figure out a way to answer it, but the tweet has since been deleted.
Oh no, you didn't screenshot it?
You know what? If I dig deep enough, I probably could find a screenshot, but from what I can remember, from what I can recall, is somebody asked someone else for a reference and the person did not reply how the person who requested it thought they should reply. And that post originally is the one that went, I think, a little bit viral. So we're all having the discussion on you don't get to dictate how someone else runs their business. And you don't get to demand that someone tell you that they've seen somebody or not, even though we can go back and forth all day like we always do about the references. But this is what we're going to get into today.
Yes. I mean, I definitely missed that whole thing. I swear I always miss all this stuff and I catch up on it somehow later. Because this post actually went viral like recently. Like it came back up again because you even posted, oh, this is gaining traction again. I wonder why. So I didn't even catch it when you had posted in September. I caught it this recent time. So like November, it got popular again. So I was like, huh, what did I miss? Because I swear I stay missing all the whole drama, which it's probably for the best. But yeah, so let's go ahead and start on the guide. You did one for companions and you did one for clients. So we're going to start with companions. I'm going to read what you wrote and then we can talk a little bit more, clarify, and say more of what you want to say. So we're starting with companions. The do's. Number 1, be clear and specific. Introduce yourself. Include all relevant links to verify your identity, website, social media handle.
Absolutely, because sometimes you will, or in the past, when I did participate in the reference system, it would be like, I hate to use this, but this is actually what I got. And this is a very broad or like general or like common name. But somebody was emailing me and said, hey, this is Miss Kitty. I've seen, and then we'll say like Mark or something like that. Like, for an example, I've seen Mark, or I'm going to see Mark. Mark has said that you've seen him in the past. Can you tell me if he is X, Y, and Z? So what we're missing here is who is Miss Kitty? Are you like a real companion? Where are your social media handles? Where is your website? You got to give me something because no, that could be a wife. That could be a girlfriend. That could be a lawyer. That could be anybody.
Anybody, yeah.
Like, who are you? Identify yourself. And then also when you say Mark, okay, who is Mark?
Exactly. If it's not in my phone saved, I'm sorry. I can't. What do you think? I'm going to just remember?
Exactly. People are very, very vague sometimes with the reference request. Like they'll just put the first name or the phone number or the email or just, it's like, I need the full picture, but also this is not discreet. Why are we giving this man's information to somebody? You know, we can go back and forth about it.
There's just a way to do the intro.
There's a way to do it. So just be professional, be clear, be concise. Give me everything I need so I can actually try to help you if I do participate in the reference system. Because sometimes these guys are just skipping and trying to use people that they saw like a year ago, 2 years ago. And it's like, I don't remember who that is. I don't know who that is.
So, okay, to clarify, as of today, December 2025, do you give or accept references?
No, I don't want the responsibility on me for someone to see someone and something go wrong because that's happened before.
I mean, understandable. I personally, I give them, I just don't take them from people I don't know. So if we don't know each other, like if we've never met or we've kikied where I feel like we've built rapport with each other, and those are a handful of people, I would accept a reference from you because we have rapport and we've built that relationship versus some girl who retweeted me once or something. You know what I'm saying? So like I would accept a reference from you, but not somebody I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I give them as long as you come at me the right way, which is what we're trying to tell you how to do that. Especially if it's a good client too. It's really for the client, not the girl. I'll give the reference as long as you come at me. But for the most part, my good clients will give me a heads up, but which we're going to talk about that later. So that way I can expect something in my email. And sidebar, have you ever been approached by a wife or whatever?
Not that I'm aware of. I did have somebody send me a text message a couple years ago, and that was an absolute no-no for me. Like, do not text my phone number asking me for a reference. That's how I was always taught, email only.
Thankfully, knock on wood, I've never been contacted by a wife. However, went back in my sugaring days, somebody's wife did text me, but they were more like, he's married, so don't believe anything he says to you. Oh my God. He ended up being a salt daddy anyway. I had already discarded him. So I don't know why she was texting me. Anyways, okay. Number 2, do provide accurate information about the client, full name, email address, and any identifying details. Self-explanatory.
Yes. People chiming in on different things like that. But I just think the basic information that you need to give is at least the full name.
Because that is how he's saved in my contacts. I don't have any one name clients.
They love to do that one name thing.
And then they'll just say the first name and nothing else. And I'm like, I'm going to need a little bit more than that, sis.
Or what's even worse is if they use like a handle or a nickname. Like, I saw Batman. I'm like, what?
Oh my God.
No. We use real names around here. Please don't.
Please. And then number 3, be professional and courteous in your requests. Again, another like normal human being thing, a reasonable request.
So this is mainly what sparked my tweet. Do not go onto Twitter or any other social media blasting someone because they did not reply to your reference. That's crazy.
I mean, but there are girls that use Twitter as their venting
journal, everything.
Yeah, please. Like, some things maybe don't. But hey, like you said, who am I to tell you how to run your business? If you want to overshare.
Was a bit too much. And I said, and see, this is why I stopped doing this, because you're not going to come on here and talk about me.
Oh, so did this person actually name names, or were they like subtweeting?
I can't remember. I don't think they named.
Yeah, because they don't have balls. If you're going to do it, say it with your chest at least.
I think that person put the location, like the city at least.
Oh my. I don't involve myself in Twitter drama, but best believe if I ever wanted to blow up somebody's spot, I'm naming names. I'm saying everything with my chest. Come find me. But I'm not a drama queen. The whole subtweeting thing doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever.
No.
Anyways, last but not the least, number 4, thank them for taking the time to reply to your request. It's a courtesy to provide a reference after all. Another common sense do.
Of course, but a lot of people don't thank.
Yeah, please and thank you goes a long way.
I saw some tweets when I had to type in reference into my username.
Oh, God.
Giggle. Like someone said there needs to be a blacklist for people who don't thank people. And I'm like, oh.
Taking it a little too far, but hey, once again, do what you need to do. I'm not in it.
That's strong. But like I said, I was always taught, say thank you, because they don't have to do it at the end of the day.
They really don't. Nobody owes you shit.
Hello. Thank you.
I can add like one more do. It would behoove you to try to figure out a way to screen your own clients so you're not dependent on other people for your business. Like, you want to be able to be as self-sufficient as possible.
Yes.
Because what if the girl doesn't get back to you at a timely fashion?
Yes.
Or like there could be a lot of other things could happen that could end up costing you seeing the client because you did not do it yourself. Stop being fucking lazy. Figure out a way. There's so many ways to screen. I even have an episode on this. I will insert it in the show notes because I can't think of it off the top of my head. This is 126 at this point, like too many episodes. There are so many ways to screen. Figure out what works for you and keep tweaking. And especially today with internet and social media, there's no reason why you can't figure out your own methods. So please find a way to do your own screening so you're not dependent on other ladies.
Yeah.
Moving on to the don'ts. Do not, number 1, make vague or general requests, which we kind of talked about from the do's. I always tell this to like my nieces and nephews. I'm like, I'm going to tell you a secret of how to get whatever you want from people. Make it so easy for them to say yes.
I have to agree. I stand. Yes.
If you figure out a way to make it easy for people to say yes, you're going to get yes all the time. Make it easy for the person you're asking for a reference from to say yes to you. So that way you don't have to run to Twitter and be mad. Did you want to add anything else to that one?
There's not much I can add to it. It's as simple as that. Be sweet, be clear, be concise, say thank you.
And this kind of piggybacks from the do's. Do not, number 2, ask for references without providing any information about yourself. We want to know who the fuck you are. Don't just come at us with Miss Kitty or
That's it.
whatever. Let us know that you're real and you're actually a companion like us. You're in the same business as us. So we feel a little bit comfortable about giving you that reference.
Especially with all the AI accounts.
Oh my God. That whole discovery was wild.
The accounts from Nigeria.
Right? And India. I'm like, what? And this just got unveiled because I heard about it because Elon did that to expose all the right-wing people to show that they weren't based in the States. That was actually how I heard about it first. And then obviously it went over to whole Twitter as well. But yeah, so it probably started with whole Twitter. And then, but yeah, it was a whole thing. It was trending for a while. A lot of the right-wing people were not American, and their profile picture would show like blonde hair, blue eyes, but the account would be based in India, Pakistan, Israel, Nigeria. So it's like they were bots or they were paid people or something like that. He kind of updated this thing to expose them for whatever reason because he's a messy bitch. But that's a story for another day. Did you want to add anything else?
I think people should use that little feature. What is it? It's like an arrow beside your username, right?
If you go to somebody's Twitter page, tap on date joined. Once you tap on it, it'll expose, when they joined, how long they've joined, how many username changes, which that would be a red flag. And then, I clicked on myself. Obviously, I haven't changed. But, so everything is like original for me. So you want to tap joined, and then it'll tell you the date joined, account based in, and that's usually how you know if the person is real or fake. And then it tells you how they connected. I connected via the App Store. Some people it'll say connected via web. But obviously, I haven't changed my username since I joined, so it doesn't show any username changes because, I'm OG and real. But yeah, click on that if you want to figure out if somebody's real or fake. They sure as hell have been fooling my ass. I mean, there are girls that reached out to me via DMs, which I really didn't open. And then when I eventually try to open it, account suspended. Or I went back to open it and I clicked on it. Oh, based in India, based in Nigeria. So yeah, tip for you guys. Okay, number 3, don't. And this is fucking self-explanatory. Do not be an asshole. And that's in life, really. Don't be an asshole. What's the reason? Don't be an asshole.
You're not owed anything. The entitlement has got to go.
Please. I can't stand entitled people, by the way. And then number 4, don't for companions. If you don't use the reference system, be upfront. Plain and simple. Don't beat around the bush. Just say, hey, thanks for reaching out. Unfortunately, I don't give references. Good luck with your whatever the fuck. Be nice and polite. Like, go back to number 3. Don't be an asshole. But if you don't, you don't. And there's nobody's gonna fault you for that. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't blame you. Too many girls, myself included, have been burned by bitches in this industry. And they're just bitter now. I'm not. They're just like jaded, bitter, whatever the reason.
Yes.
And they're just not into it. And you cannot fault them. Maybe if more people were doing the right things, like I posted the other day, like we literally could be living in our own fun bubble, but no, you have the few bitches that gotta ruin it for everybody. Why do you have to be crazy?
You're mad at me because your client wants to see someone else.
Oh God, don't even get me started on that. I've heard so many stories of girls saying how they'll say, oh, I haven't seen the guy, or they don't even respond, and then reach out to the client and try to offer them a discount. How disgusting for you. Like, that's crazy work.
And that's why I eliminated it. I don't want any problems.
Crazy work. I can't believe it. But hey, to each their own, I guess. All right, let's move on to the clients. Listen up, boys.
Clean out those ears.
Yes. For dues, number 1, and this is a big one, ask before using someone as a reference. Thank you.
And do not be upset with them if they say no.
Exactly. And besides, if you're using them as a reference, chances are you see a lot of bitches. So one of them is going to vouch for you.
Yes.
This has happened to me a couple of times where clients just throw my name as a reference and don't even ask me. I mean, obviously, I give the reference because, as I told you, I give references. Then I have to reach out to them and be like, hey, next time, give me a heads up because what if, I didn't see this email or what if whatever. Just give me a heads up next time. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. Bitch, you're lucky I'm nice because most girls will just ignore the email and then force you to be like, hey, by the way, I'm using you as a reference. Now, obviously, most of my clients are well behaved. And if they do use me as a reference, they will send me a quick email. Hey, is it okay if I use you as a reference?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to add this as part of this. Please don't go years and then try to use somebody as a reference. Please don't. I had this one guy who used to be like a legit regular. As you know, this business ebbs and flows, it changes. But he was a good regular for a while, and I hadn't seen him for like 4 years.
Oh, wow.
And then he reaches out to me trying to use me as a reference. I'm like, are you serious? It's been 4 years. You haven't seen anybody since 4 years?
They're like, oh, yeah, I fondly remember Vivian. She'll get that reference.
It doesn't even come attached with money. If you want me to give you a reference and I haven't seen you in a while, and this is the 4th thing, at least attach something to it. Don't just contact me 4 years later. Hey, can I use you as a reference? Please don't. Anyways, do you want to add anything before we move on to number 2?
No, I think we've said everything we could say.
So number 2, be as detailed as possible with the companion's contact information. It's not our job to find it. Thank you. If you're not paying us to do your recon work, and that's probably a tip for you guys. If you don't want to deal with any of it and you want us to reach out on your behalf, attach a lot of money to that. At least a couple hundred, 300.
Administrative class. Thank you.
Because, I wouldn't mind making $200-$300 for a half hour of, putting all your shit together and sending it to whatever companion you're trying to see, doing my part. Like, because they really do want you to be like doing the work for them. If you're the type of guy that wants to do all that, then attach money to it, please. Otherwise, please be detailed as possible. And then I don't think you put this on here. Ask us how we want to be contacted. Like you just said, somebody texted you, but you prefer email. Same here. I rather you email me because that's just how I run my business. It's just more organized that way. Texting, ask the girl, hey, number 1, hey, can I use you as a reference? If so, how would you like to be contacted? So that way it can be a seamless process, please. Okay, number 3, and we know why they're not forthcoming, but number 3, be forthcoming about who you've seen most recently. Well, we know why you guys don't want to do that. A, you're probably dealing with a crazy jealous bitch, which is an oxymoron in this business. And B, you've been a bad boy. You've been a bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want them to tell on your ass. But trust me, this is a small world. We're going to find out.
Oh, we'll find out. Absolutely. Every single time we'll find out. You cannot cherry pick who you want to pick. You cannot pick your favorite. And also you can't treat somebody horrible and expect them to be a reference for you.
Exactly. And I think another thing that we should also consider too is that maybe this guy is the type that bounces around.
Yeah.
And then they figure, oh, let me use Ellis because she's more put together and more professional. It'll make me look better versus the girl that no shade to these girls, but the girls that maybe doesn't charge as much or is not quite as put together and you just don't want to be judged based on who you saw. Say it with your chest. Like, who fucking cares? And chances are that girl probably is not going to give a reference. Let's be honest. Let's be fucking for real. Yeah, I think that's another reason probably why they don't want to say who they've seen. Either crazy bitch or they don't think she's up to par with who they're trying to see next. If that makes any sense.
That makes complete sense. And a lot of companions, our names hold weight. Like I said in the beginning, I don't want to be responsible. I don't want to be held responsible if somebody or if things go left. I just cannot be tied to that.
And I don't blame you. Neither do I.
I mean, if I have something with a really good client, like you've said before, or somebody that I'm familiar with, somebody I've seen over months or years or something like that, and we have that type of relationship or friendship where I feel comfortable and they feel comfortable, then possibly I would consider being used as a reference. But other than that, no.
I mean, if you have that relationship, they will come to you in the right way, as you mentioned in the first tip. So, because all my really good regulars, like maybe they're traveling or something, or some new girl is in town or whatever, they'll reach out and be like, hey, I want to see this girl. And then sometimes they'll be like, what do you think about this girl? I'm like, bitch, I'm not. What the fuck do you think this is?
I like when they do that though. It's like,
That puts me in a Judge Judy position, and I don't want to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh my God.
but because, we're cool, I'll take a look and be like, all right, she seems cool, whatever. But I'd rather not, is all I'm saying. But I do it because we have that relationship. Number 4, last do. Send a gift or tip showing appreciation for giving the reference, please. This is self-explanatory. We love generous men. We love thoughtful men. You're asking for a favor from us that we don't have to give. So at least make it sweet and make it easy for us to say yes, like I said before. So yeah. Anything else you want to add?
Please have different ways or means somebody can tip you or gift you, and do not, I repeat, stray from the tip or the wish list or the gift, whatever.
Yeah, ask her how she would like to be compensated, and she'll tell you directly.
But money is always
Cash is king. That's never going out of style. So when in doubt, send cash.
Just send the cash.
But then, if you want to be more specific, then, ask her if you should get her something specific on her wish list. Bada bing, bada boom. But when in doubt, send cash or ask, and she'll tell you.
Or even better, book an appointment or date with her and then bring it too. You could do that.
Yeah, after you see the girl that you got your reference for before. I don't know.
What is a lead with your wallet?
Yes, lead with your wallet always, and life will go very smoothly for you. Okay, now moving on to the don'ts. Number 1, do not give a companion's information to someone who does not participate in the reference system, which is why you should ask first. Go back to the number 1 do. Ask first, so that way you're not using someone as a reference who does not participate.
It's listed on my website. Don't ask me.
Oh, really?
I think it says, I do not accept references. Do not send them.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't have that on my website, but it's kind of on a case-by-case basis. I mean, hey, there's nothing wrong with being super clear on what the fuck you want, so.
Don't send me anybody's name, because sometimes they get crazy they send a bunch of names. They just throw the names at you that's currency. I'm not doing that. So I said, please don't send them. Don't send it anymore. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Number 2, do not give false information naming someone you've never met to provide a reference. I've heard about this a lot. A lot of girls say this on Twitter. It hasn't happened to me, thank God, but I've not been given to someone that they saw me when I didn't see them, but they have given me someone that they said they saw but didn't see, if that makes any sense.
That makes sense, because I've been the person that they've never seen and they've given my name.
What do you think? We're not going to check?
They don't. They don't think we're going to check. They think we're stupid. We're not going to check.
I always check, folks. Like I said, I only take references from people I know anyway, so you're kidding yourself if you think you're going to send me some random person that you've never seen. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Well, if you see Ellis Hendrix on somebody's email, please email me.
Don't do it, because that's an automatic no-see if you lie, because then what else are you hiding? The whole point of the, screening is to feel comfortable seeing you. And now you just made it weird.
That's it.
So please don't give false information. Finally, number 3 don't, which kind of goes back to number 1. Do not use someone as a reference without asking their permission, and be prepared to hear yes or no. Yes. Thank you. It's up to the girl to decide if she wants to give a reference or not. And if she's saying no to you, it's probably for the best. You don't want her to give that reference. Clearly, she don't like you.
Recently happened to me. I told that client, I've only seen that client once. I was on the fence about seeing that client and I told him no. I said, no, use someone else. Thank you.
And so you don't get embarrassed or, flat out denied by who you're trying to see. It's probably best to make sure the person you're using as a reference is cool with it. And if they say no, scream with real world information. Honestly, the best way. So let me go ahead and reiterate that again. It'll behoove you as a client to just give them your real life information. It's so much easier than trying to do the reference thing because you're trying to like protect your identity or be quote unquote discreet. No, you're just being dodgy and shady, and nobody wants that. You don't look like you're being discreet. You look like you're trying to bypass screening, and that's an automatic fail. The minute you start to give me a hard time, we're done here. And this happens every 3 to 4 business days. Oh, can I give you other things? Because my profession, I'm in a very important role in my company and I don't want to. And I'm like, I see a lot of important people and they screen very easily. They didn't give me a hard time because they get it. You, on the other hand, are doing the most. Denied. Goodbye. Companions and clients, you no longer have an excuse for not knowing how to ask for a reference. And you have Miss Hendrix to thanks for that. Thank you very much for tweeting this.
You're welcome.
So we could have made this a topic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's it, folks. But before you go, please share your social media website links. Of course, I'm going to put all of this in the show notes, including your podcast, so people can follow you and keep up with you.
All right. On Twitter, it is High Def GF. And then on Instagram, which, oh my God, I guess that's our new thing.
Girl, me and Instagram, we parted ways. Instagram can kiss my ass. One less thing for me to do. Honestly, I feel great. I'm not even going to lie. I don't even miss it at all.
I go back and forth about deleting it all the time.
I mean, if you're still on, it's one more way to keep your branding going. And you probably have enough content to where you don't need to post every day, which that was how I was. And they just did like a whole sweep and erased me. And I was like, fuck you. Even the show too. Like the show is actually still in review. The show is still in review because they claimed, human trafficking. I was like, really?
Oh, God.
Yeah. And then they were like, oh, sorry, we were mistaken. They put it back on. And then like 2 days later, they suspended it again. And now it's still in review. And I appealed it 3 weeks ago and I'm still waiting. Either way, I'm not going back to IG, just so we're clear.
So everybody keeps talking about they don't want to be on Twitter. They want to be on Blue Sky. They want to be on Instagram.
I don't want to do any of it. I would rather just post my ads, have my website, and have people contact me like they're already doing now. The only reason we have social media is to show people we're real, especially for people like me that don't show my face. It's to kind of like brand ourselves and show people that we are everywhere and can be trustworthy and blah, blah, blah. We don't actually need social media. I don't get any clients from social media, thank God, because I would be pissed.
What you get is lurkers.
Exactly. I would be so pissed. Now, the OnlyFans girls, I could see them being mad because that is how they get their clients from Instagram, TikTok, all of the above. So I would be pissed if that was where I got my clients. But I don't get any clients from social media. So I could care less. I don't like any of it. I'm just doing it because it's a necessary evil.
It's a necessary evil, but I'm on, Instagram, Twitter, at High Def Girlfriend on Instagram, at High Def GF on Twitter, on Blue Sky, but I kind of hate it.
I hate it all.
The usernames on Blue Sky are weird.
They are weird.
It's just too much. Y'all know where I'm at.
Your website, did you leave your website?
EllisHendrix.com, please. That is the easiest.
Yeah, that's probably the easiest way to find her podcast, her social media. And like I said, I will put all her links in the show notes so you guys can reach out to her and follow her and all that good stuff. And whoop-de-doo. Thank you so much, Ellis, for coming on the show. This was great. This is the last show of the year, so we're ending 2025 with a bang and on to a prosperous 2026. I will see you in the new year.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening, lovers. Be sure to follow the show on X at T.S.E.G podcast and visit tsegp.com to learn more. If you'd like to support the show, join our Patreon family at patreon.com/TESEGP. And of course, follow your host, Vivian. All of her links are at vivianbandetti.com. If you're enjoying the podcast, please leave us a 5-star rating on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you listen. It truly helps the show grow. Until next time, keep it sexy and stay receptive.